Good morning, guys. I just woke up. You just see my weight there? 87.3 kilos. So today's video is going to be a Q&A, guys. So I put out a video 3 days ago, just asking you guys to drop any questions on that video. So I will be reading out the questions from that video. I also put out onto my Instagram where I got quite a few hits. So if you guys don't follow me on Instagram, here's my Instagram, and I will be answering questions from there. I also put out on my Snapchat, screenshot a few questions, so I'll be going through those as well. I do have a few things to do today, so I'm gonna try and not do your standard Q&A and sit down and talk to you, because it gets quite boring. So I'm gonna try change up a little bit, different scenarios, different scenes. I need to go do cardio right now after I get changed. I need to walk the dogs. I then need to post a letter about selling my car. I don't really know. I haven't done that for a while though. I need to do it. And then I need to send back this Fitbit that I bought for my dad, but I decided to take it back. So if you're watching this, Dad, sorry, I didn't really want to give it to you. And then I'm going to go train in Gloucester, which is a very, very close city to ours. Apparently there's a very good bodybuilding gym, so we're going to go there, we're going to train that. I'll take you along with me. So it's really going to be like a full day vlog, because today is my day off, it's Friday. And that's it. We'll get going. Before we do the cardio, I'm gonna hit you with my first couple of questions for the Q&A. So this one is from Ollie LH on Instagram. He says, what is your favorite cheat meal? Now the thing is with cheat meals, they're very dependent on my mood. So at the moment it's pizza, straight up. A good homemade, by homemade I mean, like, you know, like Italian restaurant type stuff, not like a Domino's. I can't stand Domino's. It's too much fat, too much salt, all that kind of stuff. Really bloats me, doesn't make me feel good at all. So homemade Italian pizza is right now my favorite cheat meal. But it used to be Five Guys, used to be sushi. Ooh, sushi. Might have to go for sushi this weekend. This one's from G Makamore. This guy is actually my boy from day. Used to live with him in Loughborough first year, so 4 years ago I used to live with him. He says, how do guys with fast metabolism put on muscle mass and sustain it? So this is quite a good question, guys, because I am actually one of those guys. I'm an ectomorph, naturally quite skinny dude. I always had a six-pack, always been very, very skinny, as you guys might have seen in my transformation video. You need to eat, and by eat I mean you need to eat more and more and more. Everyone who's skinny seems to come to me and say, I just can't put on weight, I eat everything. Eat more, trust me, eat more. Eat things like nuts, peanut butter, avocados, those things that are quite high in fat. They're actually going to give you more calories, as we know that fat has 9 calories per 1 gram of fat, compared to protein and carbs, which is just 4 calories. So aim for more fats. Try drink more of your calories as well, so maybe make a few shakes. They go down easier, that they take up a little bit less room and they won't bloat you as much. A good one is just oats, peanut butter, banana, almond milk, honey. You know, you can add anything you want into it really, just to make it taste nice. So drinking your calories, eating more calories, just continually eating more calories, or you're going to lose weight very, very quickly. The good thing is when it comes to cutting, you get to eat a lot, because you're going to lose weight anyway. But when it comes to gaining muscle and bulking, that's when you got the hard work. You got to gain. Keep eating. Every time you feel hungry, just eat. Try plan your meals, try get into a routine, and just keep it up. Right, cardio. Alright guys, cardio finished, half an hour done. As you can see, I'm absolutely wringing wet. I thought this next question would suit cardio quite well. So this is from Habeshi. How do you get separation in your chest? So separation and definition in your muscles is just as simple as being a low body fat. So the lower body fat you are, the more separation, the more definition your muscles are going to have. So obviously doing things like cardio, increasing your deficit, these are the things that are going to, you know, increase that separation, increase that definition within your body. So just make sure you're increasing the deficit, sit in a deficit for a while, and you're going to get chest separation. Easy as that. Another question about cardio. Dan Forks 87 says, can I use golf twice a week as my cardio? So I'm actually a big advocate of going outside, doing something that's not necessarily inside the gym for your cardio, especially if you're bulking, They need to be maintainable, they need to be things that you enjoy. So if it's a matter of just walking around a golf course twice, 3 times a week, that's absolutely fine. As long as you're getting your heart rate above resting for a long period of time, 2-3 times a week, that's perfect. The only reason why I come into the gym and I stand on a stepper or do an incline walk is because I can monitor that. So it's half an hour on the incline stepper at the same time for the same resistance. And I can manually increase that over the weeks. Whereas if I'm on a golf course, I can't really increase that. I've got nowhere to go. I can maybe do another 7 rounds, another 9 holes or something like that, but it's not very measurable. So that's the only reason why I take my cardio indoors when I'm on prep. If I'm not on prep, definitely things like walking the dogs, going around golf courses, they're absolutely perfect. Anyway, I'm gonna go walk the dog, speaking of. Guys, he's deaf, alright, so don't judge me. Come on. He does listen. He used to be able to listen, he's just deaf now. Come on then. The next question is from Will Holmes, and it's the best split to grow delts. So Will Holmes, he's a friend of the channel, you guys have seen him before. Not even, I don't even call him a subscriber anymore, we're all family anyway. One thing that I've really focused on this off season, the past off season just gone, is bringing my delts up. It's very, very hard, I'll tell you that much. Best split that I've done to grow my delts, and the best thing that I did to grow my delts was switch to a push-pull legs. So all that did, I push-pull legs, shoulders, arms. So I've explained my split to you guys before. The push session, the first one, is chest dominated, and I'll throw in 2 exercises of shoulders. Normally lateral raises, because they're the thing that give you that big cap on the shoulder. And then on my second push day, the shoulders and arms will be shoulder dominated. And then with a little bit of chest, probably 2 exercises of chest on there, just to make sure my chest and shoulders are getting stimulated at least twice a week, if not more. So I know you guys, or some of you guys, are going to know Rich Piana. I did his feeder workouts, guys. So if you don't know what the feeder workouts are, all I did was I hit 100 reps on my lateral delts and my rear delts. I actually used to do this with my arms as well, just before I went to bed. So I got some light dumbbells, probably like 2.5 kilos, and I just lateral raise, got a huge pump, went to bed. And I found that my shoulders actually grew. I mean, frequency and putting fresh blood into that muscle, I find it really, really helped me. So there's my tip for you guys. Try feeder workouts. Next question, guys, is from Tak Chiho. This is, guys, another one of my brothers from back home. I know that he's had a few injuries, so I can imagine this is where this question is coming from. And it's, what's your advice on dealing with unsymmetrical muscles? So first things first, I'm going to go straight into these questions because otherwise it's going to be a very, very long video. Unsymmetrical muscles, work on the one that's weaker. Seriously, as easy as that is, if you've got a weak right bicep, do more on the right bicep. Do lots of single arm stuff, unilateral stuff. For example, you can do single arm lat pull downs. You can really make sure you're evening out those lats. You want to make sure that you're using the weaker arm first, guys. So for example, if you've got a shoulder injury and you've had surgery and you've had 2-3 months off and your right shoulder is actually just weaker, start with your right shoulder always. Do one arm stuff. Wait till that arm burns out and then just match it with the strong arm. If you're constantly going over with it, with the strong arm, you're not gonna find that balance again. And also if you start with the strong arm, you're gonna end up doing a lot more reps with better form than the weak arm. So take things unilaterally and work on the weaker part. Honestly, just work on the weaker part. Yo, for you guys that actually care, that's Rex. That's Max. They're both really, really old. He's older though. We'll see you. Okay guys, I have a little bit of work to do now. A few clients. got to update their programs for the next week. And also one other client that I've got to write a new program for. So if you guys do want any programs, please contact me. The email right now on screen. If you miss it, just check the description box, no problem. Let me hit you with a few more questions, and then I need to go do this work, probably about half an hour. From AP Yox, I'm going to treat this as a serious question. Yeah, I'll treat this as a serious question. What are the advantages of having red hair? Disadvantages as well. So first of all, it's not red, it's ginger. Hashtag that shit. If I see your hashtag, it's not red, it's ginger, I will shout you out on my Instagram, like 100%. So it's not red, it's ginger. Genuinely, the advantages are whenever I played sport, whenever I went for trials, or whenever I did stuff like that when I was younger, you know how you always have that guy, you're like, oh, you know that guy, oh, what was he? Tall, or dark kitty, or no, that ginger kid. I've always been known as that ginger kid, so it's actually helped me in the fact that whenever I'm doing trials, I can just be referred to as that ginger kid, so it's very, very easy to distinguish me. And also, I find that when I'm competing on stage, like, I've never seen any, well, I personally haven't seen any ginger people that compete. So I think that's quite a unique thing. People be like, oh shit, there's a ginger guy over there. So genuinely, I think it helps me in that way. Disadvantages, I got bullied when I was a kid, but you know how it is. Everyone bullies everyone when they're a kid. They just don't know what they're doing at the time. Other than that, there's no other disadvantages, but I love my orange locks, and I'll never get rid of them. So, shout out to whoever asked that question, AP Ox. Keith G, my boy, you guys probably saw the ZKK Classic. He's the guy that competed. When do you plan on getting married? Putting you on the spot there. So you guys know I've been with my girlfriend for 2 years. I'm 23 years old, she's 22 years old, so not for a while. Don't worry. Sammy, if you're watching, sorry, not for a while. I don't know whether I should say this on camera or not, but I could marry Sammy. Next question from Ule Miknas. You guys have probably seen him on the channel. I've got a lot of friends here commenting, so shout out to you guys. It was not that I asked them or anything. I didn't ask my friends to comment on my post. Who would do that? That's stupid. When is the right time to compete? So the right time to compete is when you feel ready. I think you'll just know. I find that competing is a very good experience anyway, even if you're not ready as such. There's very, very good competitions that you can compete in that are very basic levels, so they're not going to be crazy Jeremy Wendia type people. So you can do those beginner ones for experience. They're very, very good experience. You can see where your body's at. I think it's very important to get lean before you kind of make big decisions about what you should do for your future. So if you want to be a competitor, get lean first, see what you look like, see how far you're off from competing, and then go from there. But honestly, definitely compete at some point, specifically to you, Ule. This one's from my girlfriend, actually, or Sammy. If you guys don't follow on Instagram, follow on Instagram. How to get your glutes to pop and have that glute ham tie-in. So first of all, you're going to be wanting to train your glutes and hamstrings very frequently. I would say up to 3 times a week, especially for your glutes, as they're a huge muscle. Make sure you're training your glutes in a very, very fast concentric with a very slow eccentric. Why? Because, comment down below if I'm wrong, I think it's 85% of all muscle fibers in your glutes are fast twitch. That means they work like a sprinter. They work explosively and very, very fast. So you want to work on explosive movements like box squats, glute ham raises and hip thrusts, things like that. And also you want to be lean. So you're not going to be able to see that glute ham tie-in if you're not lean. So get lean and you'll see it. We'll do one more and we'll hit you with some more. Kebab Gains, I know who this guy is, I've met him once. Do you ever slice your pre-workout with cocaine? Yes, but only on Tuesdays. Post-walk feels. Let's see if you can see this guy. So guys, just gonna make my breakfast and at the same time answer the next questions. So this is from Splo on Instagram, sorry, on Snapchat. If you don't have me on Snapchat, add me on Snapchat. He says, how much weight to gain when bulking? Now, it really depends on where your physique is at. So if you're, you know, obviously very, very skinny and you want to put on a lot of weight, you're gonna want to gain a lot of weight over a long period of time. Also, if you want to be fat conscious, like I said earlier on, you don't want to gain too much weight, but if you're really just going all out, I mean, so I'll be 84 on stage, maybe a little bit less. Currently 87, so I've got 3 or 4 kilos to go still. But when I was, you know, when I was bulking, I was 100 kilos, so I've already lost 13 kilos. So, you know, you can gain up to 15 kilos as long as you're not, you know, as long as you give yourself enough time to break it back down and you don't get to an unhealthy level of fat. It really doesn't matter too much how much you gain, just as long as you're comfortable with it, and as long as you've made a big difference, as long as you've made a good enough difference. Thank you.
In a 500 calorie shake.
This is a Chucky Beat production.
Okay, I'm just gonna go eat. I'm gonna have my pre-workout meal, pre-workout supplements, and then I'm gonna go to the gym. So, we'll see you in the gym. Yo, so that gym was really actually in a church. Would you believe it? No, but do I believe it? Yes, because I just went there and it was pretty damn good. They were a bit intimidating in terms of filming, so I didn't film. Just filmed the inside a little bit so you guys could see, but yeah, it's really in a church. We had a killer session, chest, shoulders and triceps. Now we're gonna chill and then go get some food. Probably see you at home. Okay, we got it.
Bam.
Alright guys, so I've been answering questions all day. By the way. Doing a Q&A. So I've pretty much exhausted my... Oh wait, have I?
What a shitty intro. Just carry on.
I think I've got more questions, hang on. Okay, so I'm gonna... me and Tom are gonna answer these questions because we're both on prep. We're both 5 weeks out. You guys have met him, you guys know him. Both 5 weeks out, Welsh Classic, support us. Here's his Instagram again. He was in the last video, but here it is again. So I'm gonna answer my YouTube questions now. So Mariam Wakar, sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong, I probably am. Do your muscles twitch after a workout? Any supplements to help with that? It's funny because we're both sat here, we just train calves and I'm trying to put my foot on the clutch and my foot's just bouncing like that and his legs were twitching earlier. So in terms of, do your muscles twitch after a workout? Yes, they do. That's probably just exhaustion.
Yeah.
Will Wheaton.
Shout out
we know a guy called Will Wheaton, so. Will you be judging again at the Mass SPC Comp 2017? I'm not sure. I don't know yet. Next question. Hey man, what type of split would you go for a lean bulk? That's Gym Jam Fitness. I've actually met these guys once before. So I'm gonna pass this over to Tom. What type of split would you go for a lean bulk?
A lean bulk, man. I don't think that your split should change from, personally anyway, I don't think your split should change from the off season to the on season really. I like to keep things consistent. For a lean bulk though, like for my off season, I try to hit my back as much as I could because that was an area I was really lacking in. So I think you should, I don't know, it depends what your split is currently. I mean, I train 6 times a week, as I'm pretty sure Bridgman does too. So if you can fit more days for that one body part that's lacking on that 2 body parts that's lacking, keep the frequency high in regards to that. Maybe drop back on the ones that you're already strong on. Maybe your chest is overpowering your shoulders, so you can hit shoulders twice a week, keep chest once a week. And just play around, man. It's just, you know, it's just seeing what works for you. I don't think there's a specific way. I don't think I have like the secret method.
But yeah, focus on your weaknesses just keep progressing overall. Tasnim Sazard on YouTube asks, you squat so low, have you had to work on your mobility to hit that depth? Any tips? I go below parallel but can't go as low as you do. So I've actually never done any mobility work for my squat. I've always been a naturally good squatter. Have you ever done any mobility work?
No, not really
So
at all.
Tom actually also squats very, very low. It's because our knees, our hips, our ankles are very mobile. Flexible calves, flexible hip flexors, and everything is perfectly flexible for that movement. So okay, maybe we might not be flexible, but we're flexible in terms of that movement. So just our bodies work in that way. As simple as that. I mean, you can practice it, you know, you can raise the heels up. That's what basically you can simulate a powerlifting shoe. All that's going to do is take a little bit of pressure off the heel, off the back of the calf, and then it's going to allow you to get a little bit more depth, maybe. So you can try those as well. But in terms of mobility, I've never done any mobility training, but it is very good to do mobility training. This one kind of links in. Lauren Jaffa, can you do a full mobility video to improve squat? Something I'm currently working on, as I have tight hip flexors, calves and ankles. So essentially you just want to progressively overload the stretch. So you don't want to go in and do the same stretch on your calves, on your hip flexors and on your ankles. You want to be making sure that you take the stretch further than the last time, otherwise you're just going to revert back to the old ways and you're just going to get stuck in that same motion. So exactly what Lauren said here towards the previous question, if you're not squatting low enough, it's probably a mobility issue. Anyway guys, we're gonna head home. So
Yeah, thank God.
We'll see you guys later.
Peace.
Peace. Guys, I wouldn't say this if I didn't mean it. This seasoning is the bomb. Read it, take a screenshot, take a picture, and get it. And trust me. And then comment down below in a future video and let me know if you've tried it, because the flavour that comes out of this in half a packet is like 20 calories. Alright guys, it is the end of the night for me. Just had my final meal, which is salmon and pasta. You guys probably seen it on my Snapchat. I hope you did enjoy this video, guys. If in future you do have any questions anyway, just comment down below and I'm probably gonna answer them anyway. Please give the video a thumbs up. It helps the channel a lot, as you guys know, as you probably hear on every single other channel. And we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.